I'm out this morning with Lindy and we've come up to a local woodland and been blessed with loads of fog and mist, as you can see. It's absolutely stunning. I was up here yesterday morning and the conditions were slightly better, I think, but it's a different morning in itself now. And yeah, let's see if we can get some nice woodland images. But what a place, absolutely gorgeous right now. Okay, so I'm wandering around now for maybe about 20 minutes or so. I know the area quite well. I walk Lindy up here quite often, and it's a nice place to walk around, some lovely views. And everything's completely different in the mist. It's just completely transformed. There's just separation where there wasn't before. And it's quite a compact and dense wooded area, and the mist really works to help separate the trees from one another. And that's one thing that really helps with woodland photography, is the mist. So I've picked out these 3 trees. They kind of look like brothers and like a mother or something, but a small little family of trees. And they're like nestled in next to one another, one on the left and then the big one in the middle and then one on the right. But I just really like the look of it, and I like the way they complement each other. So settings wise I was at f4 and I'm focusing on the main tree in the middle, and just honing in, really making sure that the bark is really crisp and make sure it's really sharp. And the mist is just adding so much atmosphere, and the sun has risen now about 10 or 15 minutes ago, so we've got a nice orangey sort of tone coming through the back of the image. The trees are almost backlit, so it's kind of like a silhouetted image, but it's so peaceful up here. It's just me and Lindy walking around and just pheasants and badgers running around and just birds. It's just absolutely stunning, really nice. So I am bracketing the exposure just to allow me to be able to pull back all the shadows later on if I want to, but it's probably going to be a silhouetted image anyway, but I'm just playing it safe just to make sure. So f4, 100th of a second, ISO 50 and a touch of polarization, and that's it. Yeah, nice image. I'm just going to go back to where I was yesterday. When the sun starts to break up through where I am and shine in amongst here, we might get some nice sun rays through the mist. Let's see if I can set up another composition. Come back to actually where I was walking up the path, just down there where the car is, so not far from the car. And one thing I'm really struggling with is because yesterday I came out to this exact location and I got some of the best woodland shots I've ever taken. Really happy with them. And I feel like this morning I'm actually just trying to better what I got yesterday, and it's not actually the right thing to do. I should just be forgetting about yesterday and tuning my eye into new compositions. Yeah, really difficult. I'm finding that really difficult to try and move away from what I shot yesterday in the same areas and trying to better the images I got yesterday. But anyway, I've stumbled across this composition, and I'm quite pleased with this composition, or how it's going to look. The mist is lovely now, and the sun is up, and it's rising behind all the mist there. So the trees are in shadows. There's lots of wildlife around here. It's just stunning. 16:9 crop, I think, kind of letterbox crop. Looking back down this path down towards where the car's parked, and it kind of works really well as a leading line. Just draws your eye in, and yeah, it looks really effective. So I am bracketing the exposure again just to be safe, because it's so contrasty. The shadows are so dark and the highlights are very bright. It also adds, when you stack the images in Lightroom or you blend them independently, it also adds like a mystical, ethereal feel to the image if you get it right. And it's just about balancing those highlights and shadows to make them look right and complement each other. So yeah, I'm focusing pretty much to infinity, f9, trying to get all the trees reasonably sharp, but I am focusing on one tree in particular, so everything else will be sharp as well. It's a 1/6 of a second and ISO 50, and then a touch of polarization again. You don't really need any filters when you're shooting woodland like this. But yeah, so 2-second timer. Wait for Lindy to get out of the way. Come on, out of the way. 2-second timer. Yeah, that is lovely. The light's really nice at the minute. You've got like an orange hue coming in. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be any like sunbeams. Yeah, really nice hues coming around, like nice orange pastel-y tones. It is stunning, absolutely gorgeous.